Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. Welcome students to our topic, Understanding Multicultural Malaysia, Gender and Sexuality. For this topic, I have divided it into 3 segments. This is our first segment. I will cover about definition, the differences between masculinity and femininity, the theories related, and also some movements related. Okay, let's have a look at the definition. The first one, gender. Gender has been referred to as the various expressions of a subjective sense of self as either male or female. So, gender refers to whether you are a male or you are a female, whereas sexuality is a broader construct. It's a larger term that include gender, gender roles, and also sexual orientation. Okay. One of the more popular concepts when we are talking about gender is masculinity and femininity. It's actually the expression of gender. It is about the content of the roles assigned to each gender and characteristics that are deemed socially appropriate, which correspond to each gender role. The gender-specific masculine and feminine behaviors are differentiated at an early age through the socialization process. So our parents, the school, the other institution, our society, media, this all play a role in socializing us, whether we are male or female, masculine or feminine. And we receive messages from early age about what are acceptable and preferred masculine and feminine behavior. In a patriarchal society, for example, as our own country, men will internalize certain behaviors and ways of thinking that are conveyed in such characteristic and attribute as powerful, aggressive, and also domineering, whereas for women, they will internalize certain behavior and ways of thinking that are conveyed in the characteristic as women are less decisive, more appearance conscious, and things like that. So maybe we can have a look at the video here.
As children, there is no limit to what we believe we can become. But as girls and boys, we are steered in different directions growing up. This happens because of what we call gender stereotypes, traditional ideas about what boys and girls can or should do. They may not always be obvious, but stereotypes are everywhere, and they start to follow us from our earliest days in the toy store, and continue to influence us when choosing subjects at school. For instance, girls are expected to be good at arts and humanities, while boys are led towards maths and science. When we come across the same stereotypes again and again, they begin to feel natural and start to shape our preferences and career paths. More men go into better paid jobs in the science, technology, engineering and mathematics field, and women tend to choose teaching and social work professions. Acknowledging gender stereotypes and their consequences is the first step towards breaking the mold, so that we build our lives based on our own choices.
Okay, I hope you like that video. It's a video on gender stereotyping and how we can see we are being socialized into thinking about masculinity, male, female, and things like that. Okay, you can go ahead and have a look at the other links for more videos. There's actually a debate about what gender and sexuality involves. It's a variety of complex issues such as differences and whether these concepts are actually socially constructed. So whether it is influenced by biological influences or it is shaped by the society itself. Okay, nature versus nurture. We also often heard about the feminism movement, and feminism has actually influenced in reconstructing gender and identity, especially for the Western people. Yeah, the women's movement of the late 1960s and beyond has had a significant impact on how we currently think about gender and sexuality in the Western society. So, this movement also, kind of influenced us sometimes. And this movement triggered an explosion of new theories in psychology that essentially challenged traditional views about men and women. So most of the theories that we have in counseling, in psychology, are constructed or developed by men. So there's this assumption that the men's perspective are being overly emphasized in the existing theory. So feminist theory that we find in counseling or in psychotherapy is actually based from this feminism movement. Yeah. Alright, some issues to consider. Traditional theories of female and male development and behavior describe male traits as normative and female traits as deficient. So this is why this movement comes up. Dia nak equality. Yeah. There is a preponderance of sex stereotyping and sex role bias in the diagnosis of psychopathology, which I mentioned just now. The theories are mostly come from men, so basically women feels that there's lack of women's perspective in the theories, and then women are blamed for their experiences of sexual and physical abuse, which is somewhat one of the current issues that we are talking about in our country as well. And women's psychological problem have been over pathologized. Okay, let's have a look at another video. Sorry. This is on feminism.
Society tries to put us all in a box. By challenging gender stereotypes, we can break out.
Alright. Okay. So if you think you want to know more about feminism movement, then you should go out and find out more about it. Yeah. Okay. Moving on to the men's movement. The rise of the men's movement is actually a response to the widespread criticism of traditional masculine role and their position of power in society. So it's kind of like a contradicting movement lah. And men are examining the causes of negative and detrimental behaviors such as male violence, rape and sexual assault, alcohol and drug use, and homelessness. And I think it's good because, we focus too much on women previously, and it is good to have, research and studies that focuses more on men's instead. Nowadays, there's more issues also related to men. Okay, and this and other important issues are being reframed. So that focus is on empowering men to change, learn new roles, and be active participant with women regarding issues including inequality. Okay, so I think that's it for this segment. Alright, I'll see you in the coming segment. Thank you very much.